Happy New Year's, ladies, and welcome to 2026. I first off want to just say that I hope you all had a good holiday break. You got to enjoy lots of good company and food and wine or tea, like me, since I love both, with your family and friends during the holiday season. Please comment below, let me know how you guys spent your holidays, what you did. I always love to hear from you guys and just how you spent your holidays, and whether you were with people or alone. I hope that you did have a good holiday season. I spent majority of my time at my sister's place in Wisconsin, so I got to spend a lot of time with my family. It was a very relaxing and cozy, calm holiday break, which I needed. I was working too for my day job, but it was very quiet because everyone was on holiday break, thank goodness. So it made it easy for me, but I definitely used my time efficiently and wisely to make sure that I got organized and was ahead, like planned ahead for the new year, so that come next week when I go into the office, I'm ready to go. And same with me, just like strategizing my intentions and goals for this year, doing a lot of reflecting. That's what I did during the holiday break. It gave me that time, that quiet time that I really needed to just reflect on the year again, what I would want to do differently, new intentions and goals. And speaking of, that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about, because I am a true planner and organizer. I love to plan ahead, and I love having my agenda or planner. If you're like me, I love to do this every single year. It's my favorite time of the year. I always like to buy a new agenda so that I can plan out my days and my weeks and months, and put all the important events in there and like the daily tasks and things like that. But I really wanted to simplify it a lot more this year. So let me get into showing you guys first what I used last year and then some new stuff that I got for this year. So first off, this was my agenda from 2025, and I absolutely love this beautiful chocolate brown pebble color. This was created by Briani, Pilates Bar Briani. I actually follow her guided app to do Pilates, and it is something that I've been using for a few years now. I absolutely love her method. It is so effective. I don't need a reformer. I can just do it at home, and I have all of the equipment I need to do Pilates at home, and it is so good. I feel amazing after I do it. She has guided meditation, she has nutrition, and then she also came out with an agenda planner last year. And what I loved about this one, which is really good, but I really liked, and I showed you guys this before, but what I liked about this one was that at the top you can put your important tasks, and then like your accountability for the week. You can add some notes, and then a visualization section, and then and I'll show this more close up just so you can see like what this consisted of in the old one versus the new one that I have. And then it also had your schedule, so it had the time so that you can block out the day, and then also on the side it had a to-do list. And I did like this, and also she had a Sunday reset so that you can reflect back versus daily doing a reflection. I like that she had a Sunday reset, so just once a week you can reflect back on the week, and it had like personal, business, relationships, health and wellness, finance, and then she had a little box here where you can, there's some questions, some prompts to help guide you on what you can do better for the next week. And so I absolutely did love this style. It was very simplified, it was very good. But again, I loved getting a new planner and agendas for the year. And so for 2026, and I really loved like the style with like the bookmark. I really love this like leather bound book style, very like vintage style with the beautiful like pebble leather. And so that's what I was looking for. So I ended up finding one that I actually really liked. So my new agenda is from Espinal of London, and they make really beautiful leather bound agendas. They have other products as well, like handbags and other accessories, but I have to show you this beautiful new agenda for 2026. This is my new agenda for 2026 in this gorgeous red pebble leather bound book. So let me take it out and show you guys more up close of this. So as you can see, I have this beautiful like red colored agenda, which I absolutely love because my favorite color is red. If you are new to my channel, didn't know this, but if you've been around, red is one of my favorite colors, and it is a power color, and that's what I really needed for this year, especially being the year of the horse and moving into alignment and action and opening up new opportunities. Red is something that signifies that for me. It makes me feel bold and powerful and to take action and move forward. And also it just gets me excited when I see this color. I just feel like I can conquer the day. And so I love this beautiful leather pebble binding, and I love the beautiful gold 2026 at the middle of there. And then it does have a page marker as well. It's like this light, it's almost like a very like mint or ice blue color. And what I also love about it is, again, it has this gold touch to the binding of the pages, and I love this because it just gives that like antique book vibe, which I absolutely love, because I love books and I love antique looking books. And so again, this one is very similar to my Pilates by Bryony one, and this is just so gorgeous. And so again, this was the inspiration because of this one that I had last year, but now for 2026. And I absolutely love this because it is a little thicker, but I like it. Again, this one is more of a daily planner versus a weekly planner, and that's what I was looking for. And I'll show you guys more up close and personal in this with comparison to what I had last year, but I absolutely love this new agenda. So first I wanted to show you guys the agenda I had last year. And I really like this because, again, she has some prompts in here to read for giving some tips on routine. And I really liked this one last year because it was exactly what I needed at the time. So just like my important tasks, you can put up here some accountability for your mind and body, which was perfect because, again, I do a lot of workouts and meditation. You can add a note section here. She also had like a visualization section here. And then you had your daily schedule, so that way you can block out your day of what you had going on. And then I loved here at the top right side, you had on the right side your to-do list. And this was so perfect. And then she had like a vision board section, which was amazing to just kind of visualize what you wanted to feel and what you wanted to manifest. So I love that she had this page here. And then she also had a Sunday reset, which was really good for like personal, business, relationships, health and wellness, finance. And then these 4 sections here, this little box here to just kind of answer some questions on how you want to improve and feel for the following week, which I absolutely loved. And so again, I love this. You can see it was such a good agenda, and that's what I needed at the time. But let me show you guys the inside of my new agenda. Now this is my beautiful new agenda for 2026. They have, you know, your personal information, emergency contact here that you can put in. You have your calendars for all of the months and years. So you have 2025, 2026, 2027, which is amazing. You have some notable dates for holidays. You have international holidays, which is really helpful too. And then you have some international dialing codes, which is actually really cool. That's very helpful. And then also you have a conversion formula here. You have temperature, speed, and pressure, which is really cool that they have all this. They even have international, paper sizes, envelope formats, additional size guides. You have international clothing sizes, which is very, very helpful because I'm always looking at this when I am buying international clothes from UK specifically, or Australia or India. Birthdays and anniversaries, this is really helpful for me to have like all the important people's birthdays here. Zodiac signs, birthstones, birth flowers, wedding anniversaries. This is really cool because they didn't have all this online, so I wasn't able to really see all the pages. And then you have your monthly planner, which is really nice for the month, and you can just mark stuff on here, which is really cool for the next 12 months for 2026. But this is where we're going to get into the daily, which I really like. You have your notes section here. And then this is, obviously this was the last day of the year ending. So let's go to the first day of January 1st. So this is how it actually looks. So every day it's going to be more of your daily schedule. And here it actually starts a little bit later versus my old agenda. Starts at 8 a.m. up until 7 p.m. And so this has a daily schedule. You can block out your day, put all important events here as well. And then you have a little notes section here. I hope you can see this a little bit better now. And then you have like a little note section here. And then you have the month here on the side, which is very, very helpful when you're trying to plan out your day. Again, the note section is kind of small, but you have a little area at least. And so this is how it looks for your day-to-day. And this is kind of what I wanted, because I wanted something more simplified for myself. And then you do have some note sections here, which is really good. And you have your old school. Oh, there's actually a few more things at the end here, which is kind of cool. So let's go to that. So again, you have your 2027 monthly planners, so looking ahead to next year, if you're a planner like me. And then you have important phone numbers and contact information that you can add here for important people or clients or things like that. So that's nice that you have that section here as well. And then if you forget, and you have it right here for a quick glance. And then I did like, there was extra pages here for notes. So you do have some extra note pages in the back of the schedule, which is really nice. And then they also have maps of the world, which I really think is convenient and nice. So you have an up-to-date map section here at the back of your agenda. And so you have the world map, and then you had like going into like Europe and the UK, and then you have it more broken down North America, you have South America, on and on. You have Africa, you have the Middle East and South Asia, East Asia, and then you have Australia, and then you have like the islands and stuff like that. So, and then it really breaks it down like by city and things like that. So this is a really, really cool. You also have like a rail map here for London and the transport for London. And I understand why they gave that for the tube, because this is a London-based brand. And so that makes sense. But that is the agenda for 2026. So as you can see, this is such a nice and beautiful agenda. I'm so excited to start using it. And I wanted to say that they also come in other colors. They also have it in croc style if you don't like the pebble style. So they have limited colors in the croc style. I almost was tempted to get the black croc style, which looked so beautiful and elegant as well. But this red bold color just felt perfect and right for me this year to move into that bold action and, you know, alignment. And again, because I loved the one from Pilates by Bryony, her agenda from last year, again, this is such a great one if you're looking for something more like this. But if you want something that's more simplified, like this one, they do have a weekly planner as well. So they do have that. They have quite a few different styles. I just specifically went with the day-to-day schedule because that's what I really needed. Something more simplified and easy for me to use. I really needed to just glance and look at my schedule and some notes. So this year, I really wanted something just like very efficient, very simple and minimalistic, and not too many things to overwhelm me. I just wanted it to be straight to the point, and that is the reason why I went with the daily schedule one versus the weekly one, and ones that have more of a to-do list. I just wanted something that was focused on my schedule. Few notes here and there where I can do that, and then some other accessories that I got to add to this was from Cloth and Paper. I got some Post-its, And so I got these Post-it notes from Cloth and Paper. And so let me just zoom in a little bit because they're very hard to see. But they are like these tab sticky notes. And let me open one up because I just want you guys to see how this actually looks, because it's such a light, like almost minty, very light sage green color. And it's very hard to see on camera, but I wanted to, and maybe the plastic. And so this is slightly better, but you can see that these are some sticky notes, and I'll show more of a close-up of it. But I really like these because they're kind of like opaque and I can stick them on the pages. And so I got this because I needed space for more notes, so that I can do grocery lists, or I can make some notes to myself. And I really like this because you have like the transparent and the matte. So there's like two styles. So this one is the transparent, this is the matte, which I really liked. And I got a few of these. I got a pack of 4 actually for myself. So that way I had enough, because a pack comes in 25, I believe. And so again, I thought this was perfect, and it matches the page marker in my agenda. And this is perfect because I can section it where I need it. And they also did send me complimentary to my sticky notes is these little square flags as well. And it's kind of like a light charcoal gray color. And I'll see if I end up using these, but it was just really nice that they sent these. Again, little page flags if I need to, just to quickly know, you know, the page that I'm at. But since I have the page marker in my agenda, I don't really need it. And then something else that I have that my friend got me, one of my closest friends, when she was on her recent travels to Italy, was this a beautiful, like almost like a journal or notepad type of book that she got. And it's a beautiful image of, like, I don't know if this is a cathedral or what it was, but I really like this. It's just basically just like, you know, where I can just write, like almost like a journal, just like a notepad. And it's just super beautiful, and just I love the vintage vibe. And then I also love that she bought me this beautiful red pebble leather bookmark, which I really liked. And then it has this tassel with the red and orange tassel. And this was another inspiration to my agenda, because she got me this beautiful red leather bookmark, and it is so pretty that I'm definitely going to be using this for my books, because this is just absolutely gorgeous. I have one that I got from Ireland, like the Claddagh bookmark, but I absolutely love this. Again, this is like cool and convenient, especially when I'm writing here. I think I'm going to use this for ideas for content. That's what I'm going to use this one for ideas. And so again, with the bookmark, this is beautiful to just quickly glance at what page I'm at and just notes in here. And then that's what I'm going to use this for more content strategy. And then of course my day-to-day for this one. And let me show you guys how you actually use these beautiful little like cool sticky notes. I didn't want your typical neon colors. I wanted to get away from that. And I didn't also want just white or black. I wanted something that was different. And so at Cloth and Paper, they actually have really nice sticky notes. There's an assortment of different types of organizers for your agenda, and just like keeping yourself organized, in so many different colors as well. But I really loved this one, and so that's the one I went with. And of course, pens. Last year I remembered that I got these like beautiful like ballpoint pens, and I got it in like this black and this like ivory color, and then I'm forgetting, I think I had a gray one and I don't know where it went, it's missing. But this is your just like regular ballpoint pens, and I wanted something that was like chic and nice to go with my agenda to use. And again, I want it to be fun when I am using my agenda and making it fun to use it, and to get excited about using it as well. And so these little accessories really help with your mindset to stay focused and on track and like using your planners and agendas. So this year I actually got from the paper stores, I came across these beautiful vintage color gel retractable writing pens. And so these are more of your darker colors, which I absolutely loved when I saw these. And ooh, I need to open this. The tape is on here, and it's always hard when you have tape on here that you need to take off. There we go. Okay, so we will throw this tape out. So as I was saying, so I got these beautiful dark colored pens, which I absolutely love. So you can see I have some gorgeous colors. So there's like beautiful like dark burgundy color. Like how gorgeous is that? And then there's this like beautiful like chocolate brown one. And then, oh, you have like this peacock green, almost like a bottle green, peacock green color. You have this other like beautiful like almost sapphire blue, and then you have like this dark navy blue color. And I absolutely love this because as soon as I saw these gorgeous darker toned colors, again, I love collecting different pens. I wanted something unique and different. I love gel pens as well. I think they write so well. And so this was at the Paper Source, and the brand is Sarasa Clip, and they come in other colors too, but I really loved this dark type of ink pens, and it comes in beautiful colors. And these are water-based pigment ink, and they're water resistant, which is really nice. And so again, I think this is like for artists, but like you can use this. And so again, to make it fun, I love color coding, and so that was another reason why I got these different color pens. So this way, when I am writing my agenda, I can use a different pen and mentally note to myself by color coding what is personal, what is work, what is like appointments, what is for like content, things like that. I think this is going to be really helpful for me to separate. I already do that in my calendar, color coding. And so now I can do that in my agenda with different colored pens as well. So another little like tip and hack that I like to do. And so yeah, some beautiful new pens that I can use. So these are the sticky notes in the color Fawn, and I again love this color. It's just really pretty. And I was saying this is the more transparent one, and this is like the matte style. Again, this is really nice, and so I can put it right here if I want, and this way I have it right here, and then I can have the tab sticking out so you can see, and I can note it like what it is, like as soon as I look at it, like what is like to-do list or like for groceries. I can also put it up here, which is really nice as well, so that I have it like right here at the top. So just so many different ways that I can use this. And again, I think this is like perfect for, you know, additional notes and stuff. And then again, they gave me these little square flags as well. Don't think I'll be using them right now, but you know, might come in handy later. And so I like this, and it comes in, this is the color crepe, and these are the transparent ones. But since I already have like the page marker, I think I'm good for now. But this is definitely going to come in handy, and I can't wait to use it, because then I can just put my whatever to-do list, groceries, to-do list, other reminders for myself on here, so that I have more space aside from the small section right here. I have more right here. So that is going to be my agenda and process for 2026. All right, so I went downstairs to pick up some packages that arrived, which I'm so excited to unbox with you guys. So I made an order from IKEA. I found these beautiful like blue and white porcelain style sets for like mugs, plates, and bowls. And the inspiration again was from the little cup I showed you guys that I got in New York on my trip from the Mountain House restaurant, the Szechuan place that we went to, me and my mom and I. And I'm rambling on. I'm so excited for this. The package finally arrived, as well as my Nespresso, which I'm so excited to show you guys. So let's unbox these together. And for the price, I was just so astonished. I bought this during the Christmas sale, and honestly, this was just amazing. For the price, I just couldn't believe how inexpensive these were, and they just look like a very elevated, high quality, expensive brand that you would find like at a Potty Gun or Crate and Barrel or any other, you know, store that would sell something like this. And so it's a lot of packaging to go through. But here is the first box that I have, and these are the cups, which I'm so excited. And this is the Enthusiast collection at IKEA, and the reviews were amazing, and this is exactly what I was looking for, something bigger. Oh my goodness. Ooh, some little dust from the packaging, but let me just move this box out of the way. And look at these beautiful little mugs. Now this is absolutely gorgeous, and this is a lot bigger, which is perfect for tea as well, and coffee or espresso or chai. And it comes in 4 different designs, but just look at this. It is so pretty, and each one has a different design. And so that's what this one is. And let me open up the other one. So excited for this. Okay, so this is the second one, and I'm gonna have to put this box down here so I can put everything on the table. But these are the cups, as you can see. And just look at this. So this is like more of like lines, and then the next one here is this beautiful like polka dot style one in the blue, and they're all in this like beautiful blue porcelain style, and I'll have to give these all a good wash. And then the last one here, oh my god, this is my favorite. Look at this. This is so beautiful and pretty. This gorgeous blue like floral print. Oh my goodness. Again, you would not have known these were from IKEA. Like, they just look so expensive, so luxurious, just so fancy. But these were under 20 bucks, under 20 USD for a set of 4 at IKEA. And I will definitely link these below because they look so beautiful. I was looking for pieces to elevate in my kitchen and just like update my stemware, my glassware. Something that reflected more of me, you know, just more evolved version of me. And I absolutely love these. And again, I get to choose, you know, which one to use, and like every day is like a different one. And I absolutely think these are so pretty. All right, so now that was the glasses, and so let me put all of these in here and then get into the bowls and the cups. I mean, the bowls and the plates actually. And I will say that IKEA does package their stuff very well, so that way nothing breaks and they're all handled well. So let's open this up and get this out. This is so pretty. Oh my goodness. Okay, so these bowls are slightly smaller than what they look like on the website, but this is still really cute and beautiful. Again, when I am hosting, or if I'm cooking and I need to put ingredients in little bowls, or just like a little bowl where I want like a small portion for like a snack or breakfast, these are so cute. Look at how cute these are. And again, they match with the cup, and so each one is going to match with the cup. And I have this one that matches with the cup that's like the lines, and then here we go again with the polka dots inside and out to match with the cup. So each one is reflective of the matching pieces. And again, I like that this is all unique. They're all unique and different. And again, my favorite. This is my favorite design. It's just so pretty and ornate, and I just absolutely love this. And again, so that is the little bowl set, and it just looks so beautiful when you have it sitting out. Again, for hosting, I think this is so pretty and so cute when you have people over and like you want to entertain. All of these pieces are gonna be so cute together. And now for the last, which is the plate. And again, this is the Enthusiasm collection that you can find at IKEA. And this is just something, this is just so beautiful. As soon as I saw it, I had to get it. And again, each of these sets were under 20 bucks USD for each set. And so that is so inexpensive versus you shopping at Crate and Barrel or Pottery Barn or any of those other fancy kitchenware stores. Again, so you have the matching set, so that you have like the beautiful plate that matches with each one. You have lines, you have the polka dots again here. And then the last one, which is again my favorite, is this beautiful ornate flowered one. Look how gorgeous this is. Oh my goodness, this is just, I'm so excited to cook. And this was the whole intention, so that I can get excited about cooking at home more. And that is one of the things that I forgot to mention actually when we were chatting away about the agenda. So one of the things that I want to do is cook more at home. So that is the intention this year, is to cook more at home and take care of my health, and so eating better. And so this way I know exactly what I'm putting in my body. I have control over it, instead of just, you know, getting food from outside. It just feels good. Nothing feels better than cooking a home cooked meal and trying different recipes and having fun with it again. And so that is what my intention for this year is to cook way more at home, especially on the weekends, because I eat in the office, and we have a catering company that is basically creates a menu for each week, and they make it fresh. It's all healthy stuff for breakfast and lunch, and there's always a salad bar, and they will bring it fresh, made every single day for breakfast and lunch. So I'm grateful that I have that perk at work. And so those days, Monday through Thursdays, when I'm in the office, I will eat my breakfast and my lunch there and fill myself up so that I don't have to eat when I come home. And I try to practice not eating after 7 p.m. so that I have time to digest my food before I go to bed, and, you know, just have like tea at night. And so now on the weekends, I want to have more fun, since I don't have to meal prep, with the stuff that I do cook. And so creating more recipes that will just last me for the weekend, and having more fun creating new recipes and cooking at home, fresh meals at home. And so again, this is a great way for me to do that, by having these new things for my kitchen that gets me excited about cooking more at home and making simple, easy, healthy recipes, but lots of flavor. Again, I want to make, you know, other recipes. I don't only cook like Indian, I make healthy Indian, is how I say it, version of my cooking, but I love Mediterranean, I love Mexican, I love Italian, I love, you know, Asian cooking, and, you know, other types of American dishes. And so again, just making different types of recipes that, and soups and salads and things like that. And so these dishware sets now are gonna make me more and more excited to cook more at home and get excited about hosting too. So when I have people over, I have these beautiful like pieces that I can share a part of, you know, that as well. And so that is one of my other intentions. And as well as drinking more of my teas and my coffees at home instead of buying it out. And again, spending quality time with the people that I love, and making more of an effort to connect with people as well. And so calling people more than texting, and also spending more time just learning something new. Again, getting back to my golf lessons and practicing that as well. So my hobbies that I really enjoy and passionate about, so golf, buying my golf clubs finally this year, and getting back at swinging at the golf course. Hopefully find one indoor until like it's, you know, I can go to one of the driving ranges outside as well as the golf course, and doing that, and going to more sporting events, live sporting events as well. So that is also something that I want to do this year. So just being very intentional. And something else that I wanted to share was, again, this is something I think about with when I'm planning and using my agenda, is just strategizing and what I want to be intentional about as far as like content and my finances. So just being more intentional, and those kind of two go in hand for me, because as I mentioned at the year end, that this year I really want to be more mindful of how much I'm purchasing and what I'm purchasing, and not doing big hauls on here. And I'm only going to buy and share things that I truly have thought about multiple times to see if they're going to be an investment in my closet. Things that I'm definitely going to be using over and over, you know, cost per wear type of thing, where I'm going to be reaching for these things over and over. So you're going to see me doing more outfit repeating, but how to refresh it and how to create different looks with those pieces, as well as just sticking to being intentional about and mindful with spending, as far as like purchasing maybe one big item per month if there's something that's on my wish list that I really want, instead of buying multiple big hauls per month. This way I can be more strategic as far as investing more as well, and growing my investment, and just like gifting my future self, where I have the freedom to do the things that I want by also investing in my finances. And so that is one of my other intentions. So you're going to see that change on here, where I'm going to be more mindful. So anything I do share that I do buy, it's with intention and purpose, that I know that I'm going to use it a lot. I've thought about it multiple times before I purchased it. I know it's going to be something I'm going to reach for, and something that I'm absolutely going to love, and I'm going to share with you guys, of course, and why I bought it. But just being more mindful of that, and not doing bigger hauls or just buying impulse purchases anymore. And also just being more strategic to gift my future self, to invest more for the future, and saving aside money for that as well. So doing a balancing of both, you know, one big purchase per month, and then also putting money aside for my future self that I'm going to give to myself, so that I can live the lifestyle that I want in the future as well, and save up for the things that I want, like a wedding or a house and things like that as well. And so yeah, so that is some of my intentions for this year. And again, let me show you guys these beautiful pieces that I'm just so excited about. So as you can see a little more close up, just like all these beautiful pieces from IKEA and the designs. I cannot wait to use these pieces and do more hosting, and yeah, just more excited about cooking now. All right, so I'm gonna put all of these away, and then we're gonna go on to Nespresso, because I'm so excited for this unboxing as well. So next is my Nespresso. As I mentioned, my Nespresso frother actually broke, so I had to get rid of it. There was no way to repair it. It was completely done. So I actually got a new frother that was on sale and during the holidays, and I leveled it up, so stepped it up a bit. So they did send me some extra recyclable bags for your pods, which is always handy. And they also sent me a little code too for like other flavors and things like that I want. But I am so excited. I got a few other accessories with my Nespresso too that I really needed. And so the first one is this Nespresso display for my collection, so you can put them standing up and it saves space. So I was looking for something more of a space saver versus jars. And I know that there's a lot of people that have like the jars. I've seen the jars. I just personally didn't like the jars because I just wanted less stuff on my counter since I have very little space. And I wanted something that was going to be space saving. And so this was actually perfect. And I didn't want to stick it in my drawer either, because I really wanted, you know, when people come over, if they stay over, if they wanted to treat themselves to an espresso, they see where everything is at, and they can make it. And so let's take this out together. And I'm actually running out of pods, so we're gonna only have a few to put in here since I need to order more. But this is Nespresso pod holder. And, oh wow, lots of garbage here. Okay, so this is the Nespresso pod holder. And let me take out the ones. I'm already finished with my gingerbread, so I'm down to like 2, which is not many left. And so this is my maple pecan. And I think I only have 2 left. So I'm gonna have to put in an order for more. So basically, so it goes front and back. And so this is how you put the pods like that, like so. And then you can also put them in the back so that you have some more space like to fill up in the back as well when you're done in the front. But since I don't have many pods left, this is what I'm gonna work with. And so I have my pumpkin spice cake left, which I have more of. And so again, this also tells me what I reach for the most. I really love the gingerbread during the holiday season and the maple pecan. I did like my pumpkin spice latte cake one as well, but I wasn't reaching for it as much as I thought I would. So definitely going to get some new pods. And it's not fall anymore, so I'm going to change and get something else, but this is what I'm down to. So at least you can kind of see that this is what it looks like. And I think for me that I'm gonna put it right here, which is perfect. And then you can't miss it, and you see my beautiful pods. I absolutely love it. So now I can see my beautiful pods. So next is the actual frother. So I bought myself a new frother from Nespresso, and oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And this is dishwasher safe as well. It's for hot frothed milk, cold milk. You can make a couple different ways, a couple different settings than the one that originally came with my Nespresso set originally. And so I'm excited because we're gonna have to make a coffee together using this tomorrow because it is kind of late in the day. But actually, I don't mind, we can have another coffee. We will make one together. And usually these are pretty simple, and so to use, which I really like, so we're gonna have to do this together. And I also got this mainly because I stopped drinking my matcha because I was using the frother to make my matcha for the milk. And so since I didn't have the frother anymore, I couldn't make my matcha for the past couple of months. And so now I'm so excited. And so this is a piece to like help froth your milk, so you want to make sure that's inside. But look at this. So it has different settings here to make different types of froth milk for based on like what you're trying to make. And that's why I went with this one versus the one I originally had, because there's different settings on here. And I also liked this because it has more of that like pour milk style that you can do on here. And then again, this goes in here, but I'm gonna rinse this a little bit before I use it to make the coffee together. And then also it does have like the measuring where to like for the foam and like the maximum milk that you want. So that is in there as well. And so I'm gonna put that in there for right now. And then this is so, so cool. I absolutely love this. I'm so excited, finally. And of course, I'm gonna keep the instructions. I always keep that. But this is perfect, and I love this, like, you know, upgrade. It just gets me excited that I can make, yeah, so you have different milk froths for cappuccino, for a latte or a macchiato. Macchiato, and then you can also make cold milk froth, and then you have your just like your regular hot milk. If you just want to heat up milk in here just to make hot milk. And so again, the handle is ergonomic, and it's just comfortable for your hands too when you are using it to hold it and stuff. And so I am so excited about this. Oh my goodness. And so we are going to have to oops, drop the little thingy ties the wires together, but we are going to plug her in right away. So Ooh, and you can see that all of these light up, and again, I'll bring it closer so you guys can see once we use it, but oh my goodness, I am so excited to use this. And actually I might have to use this just to keep the wires together so they're not all over the place. There we go. Keeps it nice and tidy and neat and hidden. And you can see my pods, the new Nespresso machine. So excited. So, and a few other little accessories. One more thing, there's a few more things actually that I wanted to show you guys that I got from Nespresso. So I did get the Nespresso Barista ice tray as well, in case I wanted to make any cold lattes. It's not something I normally do, but sometimes in the summer, if I do decide I want to make an iced latte or something like that, now I have the Nespresso ice tray, which is so cute and beautiful. So I'm gonna have to fill this up. And I also needed a new ice tray, if I'm being honest. And so I just thought this was so cute. It was inexpensive, and this was just perfect for me to have with my Nespresso set. And again, I can put this in my glasses for the Nespresso. And these ice cube trays is made of silicone, so you can wash before use and then fill with drinkable water only. And so again, and it is dishwasher safe as well. So that's really good to know. But we are going to clean her and then put her in the fridge as well. And then, oh, and I got some extra pods, some pods that they sent to me. So they sent me the Melozino Boost. It has cereal notes. It's intensity 6, so that's a coffee flavor. And then Stormino Boost coffee, which has spice notes, and intensity is 8. And so we'll definitely have to try these out, which I'm going to just put in my little pod holder now. So this way I just remember. So this is how they look. These are the complimentary pod samples that they gave me to try out to see if I like that. And so we will put these guys over here. So it looks more full now with my extra gifted pods that I got from Nespresso. So thank you, Nespresso. I always love trying new flavors, and I think I have tried these when I initially got my Nespresso, because they gave me a whole box of flavors that came with it actually, which was so generous. And so again, I got 4, so 2 of each of the Stormino and the other one. And so that looks more full now, as you can see. And I'll bring you guys close up so you can see that. And then the last thing, which I'm so excited about, are my new Nespresso mugs. And these are the Origin collection. And so these are the Origin handle-free mugs. Now my sister actually gave me her Nespresso mugs. They had 2 of these. This is the clear glass one that I use all the time from Nespresso. So she gave it to me. She has a lot of mugs, and so they had 2. She gave me 1, which was really nice of her, and so they don't use it. And so of course, I was happy to take it and use it, because I use it all the time. But I am so excited about these beautiful mugs from Nespresso. Look how gorgeous this is. These are massive, and so this is perfect. Again, this is a great mug. It's different. I love like the style. This is actually kind of like shaped like the almond shape is what the design is, and it was actually the creator of these. Her name is India Madhavi, and she's South Asian, which I never knew. And so she created this design, and it's so beautiful. And it's an almond shaped style mug, and it is so beautiful. Just look at this cute little almond shape, and we're definitely going to be using her when we make the coffee together. And so this is a set of 2. They have different sizes based on what you're looking for. I went for the big size so that it just fills up my cup, because usually the ones I do buy are full cups of Nespresso versus like a half cup, or if you're just doing an espresso, which is like very little. And these are double-walled porcelain, and they have, so this is thermal insulation. They're hand finished, each cup is unique. In case of lipstick traces on the delicate white exterior, we recommend to wash the cups by hand as the first step. And the dishwashers are dishwasher safe, and I love that they have that little note for lipstick. And so that's so cute. But that is everything that I got from Nespresso. And so look at these beautiful new cups. I absolutely love these. Oh my gosh, we're putting them to use. All right, so this is the new setup for my Nespresso. So excited, cannot wait to use this. And I already have my new mug set up. So we are going to make a coffee together. And I am actually just going to do the pumpkin spice latte and turn it on top. The water is here on the side, so that's perfect. And then I am going to froth some milk in my new frother. So I'm gonna froth some milk in my new frother, and I was saying you have the different settings here when you wanna make an iced latte. If you just wanna boil some hot milk, and then a different one for a latte and macchiato. And when you pour your milk in, you can see there's like that maximum level and the foam level. So you see those two levels in there when you are pouring in your milk, so you're not over pouring. So I did find this new flavor. It's an almond creamer. It's with lavender, and it's dairy free, which is perfect because I'm allergic to dairy, more of an intolerance. And this has been really nice. I've been trying this out in the mornings, but you definitely can't froth this. But this one, the Oatly Barista Edition, is really good for frothing milk. Again, no dairy, no nuts, no gluten. And so great options if you want something really quick and you don't want to froth anything, but you want a little bit of flavor. The lavender has been really calming. But if you do want to froth your milk, this is a great option. Otherwise, I use my Fairlife milk, which is another great option because it gives a really nice foam. So we're going to use this one today. And as you can see, my latte is nicely foamed and ready to go. And again, I'm trying to avoid using sugar a lot, so that's why I got the flavored one. But we are going to do some milk frothing right now. So I am pouring just to the line, and so that was just to the line for milk frothing, and I think I can put just a little bit more. We are going to close this up, close up my milk, and then once this is nicely secured, we are going to press that first button, and it is frothing my milk to make it nice and hot and warm. So you can see that my milk is nicely frothed and so beautiful. And we are just going to pour this in, and the beautiful froth on top to top it off. Definitely have to learn how to get more creative with my frothing skill designs, but that is my Nespresso for this evening. So whilst I'm drinking my Nespresso, I'm gonna actually cook myself some dinner. So I'm enjoying myself a nice Nespresso cup of coffee and making myself dinner because I'm actually going to be heading out to the Bulls games for my cousin's birthday. Today's her birthday, so we're headed to the Guinness Brewery for some drinks and snacks. And but I want to eat because, again, my intention is to eat more home-cooked meals. So instead of me eating out, I'm actually cooking myself some dinner, and maybe I'll have a glass of wine when I'm out to celebrate her birthday. And then we're headed to the Bulls game. And then, as I said, want to go to more live sports. We were going to go and do that on my birthday. It didn't work out because it was super, super cold that day. Today's cold too, but it was very cold that day. So we're going today. So it's a great way to start the new year. And so to cook, I actually got this from Target, Good and Gather Organic Steam in a Bag Stir Fried, but you can also do this on the stove top. So it has like all the nice veggies, healthy. And then I also got these from Target. It is BB Go mini wontons. It's chicken and vegetable flavor. I love wontons, so it's like a nice healthy meal that I can make that's homey And then for oils, I love this because there's different flavored oils from this brand, Brightland. South Asian owned and started here in California. And so I'm gonna do a mix of the chili oil. She has different flavors, as well as garlic. And I also have lemon and basil from her collection. And I also have 2 of her other cooking olive oils. They're phenomenal. I highly recommend to try them out. But I want this to be very flavorful and spicy, and so chili oil and garlic I am doing together to add extra flavor. Making a beautiful homemade and delicious stir fry with some chicken and vegetable dumplings and steam fried veggies. Perfect for tonight before the game. Something very simple and easy. Just going to add a bit of salt in here for the veggies to give some flavor. And then I also like to use some, since I didn't use fresh garlic, I'm going to use the garlic powder. So when you skip doing fresh garlic, normally I like to do fresh garlic, but to improvise, since I don't have a whole lot of time right now, I am just doing the garlic powder. And then wontons are usually pretty easy to cook. They just take a few minutes, like 5 minutes or more to cook. They cook pretty well and pretty quickly. So this is, again, a great alternative option when you're, running low on time. Something quick, but something super delicious and yummy for at home. And this is like very cozy and warm meal to make. Wanted some Asian stir fry. And again, the dumplings can be cooked and made so many different ways, and this is perfect to make with a side of vegetables. Yesterday I actually cooked them with corn and bell peppers, green and red and yellow bell peppers on the side, and so that was another great option as well. You can make them with the noodles, you can make a soup out of it with the wontons, you can make endless options and then dress it, with different stuff. But yeah, that is going to be the dinner. So this is the dinner, some chicken and vegetables, dumplings and stir-fried veggies, and I sprinkled on top some garlic sesame seeds just to add a little bit more crunch and flavor. And this is my dinner. This is such an easy and simple dish. Again, I've been trying to find easy, simple meals to make that are homemade and just healthy and just cozy and warm for a night like this when it's cold outside and right before I head out to a game. And I love flavor. Definitely wish they had a bigger packet of the stir-fried vegetables. So I'm definitely gonna have to find another one, maybe at Costco or another store, but this is so good. And then these dumplings. I usually like the Costco brand. It's so good. But this one is actually really decent and really good. So cozy and just healthy and good. Perfect. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my dinner and then we'll get going. All right, so I wanted to quickly show you guys what I'm wearing. So I'm wearing my Totem turtleneck sweater with my Abercrombie fleece-lined leather, faux leather leggings, my Coach booties, my Aritzia wool coat, my wool scarf from Ireland, and my Paris 64 red bag. And let's go.